Welcome everybody to Paddock show number 2 of the weekend here at PF International. We're just at the culmination of the podium ceremony for round 1 here today, the Saturday round for double header, of course, this weekend for the IAME classes. What a day for this team. Fusion Motorsport taking the win in every single class, including a podium lockout in IAME Water Swift. This is a team, of course, with such great performances, particularly in the IAME categories over the years, but that is a statement of intent from them as a team today. We're going to take the next 15-20 minutes or so to capture some of the thoughts of the drivers from today and how they're feeling ahead of round 2 tomorrow, where we do it all again. Same format, 2 heats plus a rapid charge for those who can't quite make the final, and then the final themselves. And of course the Tillotson T4 series are in action tomorrow in a race capacity. They've had timed qualifying earlier on today for their qualifier for the T4 Nations Cup. I want to see if we can grab some drivers, because we've not done this before, so we've not normally had double headers, and try and catch thoughts of a driver who we've not spoken to so far this weekend from a Paddock show perspective. Might actually stand out the way whilst Alfie Davidson's about to spray the champagne. This is never work with animals and children, that's what they say, don't they? Let's have a chat. In fact, let's have a chat with Freddie Lloyd, not Lewis Mackey, but I think no, come on in, Freddie. He's running away. Oh, we'll give up on that one for today, but a good performance from Freddie Lloyd. Nicole's with us. Nicole's going to save the day. That microphone doesn't work. That one doesn't work. I've turned it off. Thoughts on today? How's it gone for you?
Really good. First IAME event that I've worked on and absolutely loved it. Really different, but all the same, fantastic atmosphere and some really big talents in this category as well.
How are you finding settling in on the other side of the fence here?
Yeah, I think I'm getting there. I've had some good feedback, which has been great. Everybody's been absolutely fantastic. I couldn't ask anything more. It's very different. Of course, sometimes I sit there and think, I miss going into that first corner under the bridge, but yeah, loving it so far.
Good stuff. Right, we'll break off. I think we'll leave Fusion to their excitement and head on into the paddock. There are a few drivers that we didn't quite catch. Oh, Paddock Pooch, there we go. First one. Henry isn't here, but the spirit of Henry is, whilst he's away this weekend. Who have we got here?
Pebbles.
Pebbles? And who does Pebbles belong to? That's the question Henry always asks.
Me.
And you are?
Ebony. Yeah.
Ebony. Which race? Ebony Owen. Is this Archie Owen's family? It is indeed. Well, Pebbles, can you talk? You can indeed. What do you want to say?
And it's one with fun. We've got the brown one with the race one.
Okay, we'll move on from that one. Good to get a Paddock Pooch on the Paddock show. You see, I've got me drills from Henry to get in across the course of the next 15 minutes, but we need to crack on. I do want to see if any of the Tillotson guys are still around. As I say, they've had their time qualifying in free practice. They weren't in competitive running yesterday. So a lot of the drivers we haven't had a chance to talk to yet. We have got a feature on Tillotson T4 that's coming up across the course of the weekend. Let's see if we can catch a quick word with Lewis Bird. Lewis, I've jumped on you. You're my first driver I've properly talked to. Good day for your P3?
Yeah, not too bad. It didn't really go to plan in the heats, but managed to get through in the final and get third. So decent championship points.
You've had a lot of good runs in Europe in Euro Series so far this year. How does it compare coming back to British Champs?
I think the driving style is obviously a lot different. In Europe you have to be smooth and calm, but here you can kind of rag it around a bit more and just throw it in a bit more.
And do you think that experience that you've had has given you the edge over some of the other Euro runners this weekend who found it a bit elbows out at times?
Yeah, I think there's been a few drivers from Europe that have been quite fast, but some have struggled, but I think it's helped me a lot, so yeah.
Good stuff. Keep up the good work, mate, and we'll see you again tomorrow. I think this is the thing, because we've set this one off after the podium, that there's a lot of people have gone to bed. See, Tillotson sometimes. There's old Club 100 drivers who need a good night's sleep before they get going. But yes, we will catch up with them tomorrow. Colby Patterson, you can have a chat with us. Another good drive for you today. Happy with how the final went?
No, not really.
Why not?
It just went wrong. Not a very good start because I started on the outside and then just went backwards. I lost my head towards the end, But overall, I think I could have done better as a driver. But I know that for tomorrow, and I can push on.
But it's a long championship season. You know, you're getting quicker and quicker all the time, gaining that experience. You confident for tomorrow for round 2?
Very confident for tomorrow, yes. I think I definitely have the chance for a top 3. I definitely have the pace, and I've proven to have the pace over the term of the weekend.
Good stuff. Keep the hard work up, Colby. Dan Ashton, I think, needs to talk to us. How's your day been, Mr. Ashton?
Good day on track. Safe day on track, this is the main thing. Some really good hard fair racing today. Hopefully the same tomorrow.
How do you feel things are different with this double format compared to what we had with Rotax for Event 1? Do you like it?
I'll let you know tomorrow. I think it's good. I think it's good for the guys in the paddock. They've got another chance tomorrow to gain some more good points for the championship. And that's the main focus, obviously, for everybody. Is they need to focus on the championship more than the one-off or the race days. If that makes sense.
Good stuff. Thanks for talking to us, taking the time. Dan Ashton there, clerk of the course. Let's march on. I feel like we need to crack on with this one to try and get some things in that we perhaps didn't talk about yesterday. We did talk about ORM yesterday. Another decent day for them. Just looking through some of the results. For example, Blair Smith, 5th in Water Swift, the top 10 as well for Christian Kobe. Another good run for one of the runners from Ireland. Ireland fantastically supported and represented this weekend. Drivers are running away. It's all right. I'm going to get some ones in. Hello, guys. Alfie Davidson. We need to win. We need to talk to Alfie Davidson, who I think is covered in champagne, so I won't get too close. You must be a happy young man today.
Yeah, happy. I just got covered in champagne by Ollie. Yeah, my mechanic.
Well, it's a good day to be covered in champagne. What do you think's given you the edge today?
Just to keep confident, and like you always have to put your head in the game, and yeah.
Same again tomorrow, do you think?
Of course.
Anything that you're going to change before tomorrow? Is it going to be same plan, keep the same setup?
It's gonna do a different plan and try and win the second heat, and try and defend better than what I did. And that's it, yeah, really.
Good stuff. Well done on the win here today, Alfie, and we'll go again tomorrow. I want to try and get to the back of the paddock because there's a couple of privateers that we haven't had chance to speak to yet this weekend. Just have a quick start of Sukhmani Kira there. 3rd place for Kira today. Brilliant to see her coming through. Great support as well from Alpine's Formula 1 team in her development. But, you know, we saw it last weekend, myself and Mr. Jordan out in Franciacorta when we were covering the IAMA Euro Series. She scored points for the first time. I spoke to her and her dad afterwards about what's next. Do we think we've got more to carry on and keep pushing on? The answer was yes. They delivered it today. P3. Very good stuff indeed. Dayton Coulthard over there. Bit of a tough day for Dayton. Troubles in the first heat. Trying to get a quick word with Finley Lines. Finley, an up and down day for yourself, but again, race pace is there. Should be a good day tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, like, we need to limit the amount of the crashes we have because the championship's obviously important. We're obviously going to drop some of the races we've had today, and we need to make sure we have a really consistent day tomorrow and try and get in the top 3.
Obviously, it's a little bit different to you racing in the Rotax classes because you're the only Synergy driver in there. Is that a factor in terms of how you're racing against the others?
Well, it's basically the same. Well, sometimes it's helpful having the teammates, sometimes it's not. And I know I've got the pace in both of them to win both of them. So if I can just be consistent in the Rotax and IAMA, I can hopefully win both of them.
Good stuff. Thanks for taking time with us. These guys have been following us around, including Cooper. You got an interview yesterday, so you don't get one today. Guys, for the Paddock show, that's what we're doing. Introduce yourselves from OMS Racing. How are we doing?
I'm Callum Graham.
How's your day gone, Callum?
It's not been the best. First heat we went from 20th to 10th. Second heat we had a big crash and flipped it. And in the third heat we were on a new chassis, so it was a bit hard to bed in and stuff.
But have you enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it today. It's been good. It's just had a couple ups and downs, but hopefully we can go well tomorrow.
Good stuff. Henry Elgar's with me as well. Henry, you're Grayson Wortley. Grayson, how's your day been? You were up in the top 6 earlier on.
It was good, yeah. The day's been really good, and finally I started 8th. Pretty good, but then at the end of it just started to drop off. I'm still happy. It's my first British in Miami. So yeah.
What do you think you've learnt most of all that you can take into tomorrow? A couple of setup changes, perhaps?
Not really a lot. Just like the drivers are a lot better in Miami than Rotax.
And is that something you enjoyed? Do you like the challenge of racing in the Miami?
Yes, I enjoy a challenge.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for talking to us, Grayson, and we'll see you again tomorrow. We're going to run into the back of the paddock, as I say. I want to try and catch some of the teams that we didn't get a chance to talk to yesterday. We talked to Evolve, we talked to Luca Narroway, we talked to Birrell as well. I also want to see if we can find Louis Williams-Mabs, who's running for another rookie this season in the Wera Tools British Kart Championships. Are we in sight of where the Williams-Mabs crew is? Possibly. I might just run around for the next couple of minutes. Fraser, found them. They're out round the back here. But we always like to give the privateers some good screen time. They are the heart and soul of this sport. And again, I say, another debut driver running on an Intrepid. Look at this. We don't see Intrepids often these days, Fraser. Look at how beautiful this kart is with Louis' dad. How's today gone for you guys?
It was all right. It wasn't too bad. We had a few problems in qualifying with the engine, but I sorted that out. Louis battled in heat 1, I think it was, and he made himself up to 9th place. Then he got a 5-second penalty. So in the end, we finished second to last in the final. But we're going to come back tomorrow. I want to get everything sorted out, and hopefully he will be on it. You know, he's actually over there somewhere playing with the kids. I don't know where he's gone now. So, but yeah.
From a parent's perspective, how many hours would you say go into preparing the kart and getting Louis ready for the race?
It's constant. It's constant because I just go to work and then I'll have to prepare the kart for the race. And this is our first British Championships too. So I'm very happy with his performance because he's in the pack, you know, and he's keeping up with them. So his lap times are very good. And particularly on Friday practice, he was 3rd fastest, you know, so that was really good. But as you know, karting's karting, things go wrong. So I'm just learning myself. You know, but it's our first British Championship, and I'm very happy with him. So hopefully tomorrow's another day, and we'll make progress up the ranks. You know,
and the margins are so close, particularly when the weather's like this and it's good racing conditions. How does that affect how you keep Louis' spirits up?
Well, I keep him hydrated for starters. You know, I don't let him run around too much, even though all the other kids do. But I need to keep him fit and fighting and focused. So, and he is. If you watched his race today, he was very good, you know, for his first time, because there's quite a lot of pressure, and it's the biggest championship in the country, and I'm so happy to be here. Honestly, it's brilliant. I love it, you know. So does Louis.
Planning to do the whole season?
Yes. Financially, I have to get some more sponsors. So if there's anybody out there who could sponsor Louis Williams-Mabs Racing, then we'll do it. You know, we're privateers, but we are getting on with it now. He's very good. He's very good. You know, we race quite a lot at PF in the club rounds anyway. You know, we're doing Shannington after probably next week. So, yeah, it's all good. And we're on the Intrepid. You know?
I was going to say, you don't often see Intrepids around these days, but it's great to always see them out there, and they say it's looking in brilliant form.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And we also got the Venom engine. Carl and Tom, they're really good at doing our engine. So I'm going to be in here till 11 o'clock at night, probably polishing and cleaning and doing all the car, everything I can do. So, but yes.
Good stuff. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. And yes, if there are any potential sponsors out there, the privateers need every bit they can get, because I've seen Louis race a couple of times over the last few years. There's some talent there in that kart, and good to see them here in the paddock. I'm about to be run over by Ian Rogers now. Last time it was Richard Locke. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop him this time. Good night, Mr. Rogers. No, we're not doing any hijacking of vehicles on this particular Paddock show. Who else? Let's go. I think we've got about 5 minutes, haven't we? Let's try and head back into the main paddock. Teddy Porter, come here. Teddy, good racing today?
Yeah, it's just luck's not been on our side recently.
How hard is it when you're in one of those big packs? I say the qualifying went really well, but the category you're running this year, it's very difficult to break away. How do you keep positive?
Just think of, I could be pole, just think of being positive and just keep going.
How are you finding the double round format? I know obviously we do it all again tomorrow. Does it change how you approach the heats in a way?
What?
How do the double having 2 rounds in one weekend? Does it change how you approach your heats?
No, not really. Just keep positive. Try to get first. That's what I focus on.
And tomorrow, any change in the game plan? Any things that you want to work on through warm up and going into that time quali?
Yeah, pole it. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thanks for talking to us, Teddy. I think we've got about 3 minutes remaining. I think we're going to just run. Sorry, Fraser, I've got you up in your step count today. Back into the paddock and see who we can find for a quick little chat towards the end. Mark and Andrew ahead of us there, the guys from Tillotson T4. They're done for the evening. I say, really looking forward to seeing the Tillotsons race tomorrow. Good field, very close timed qualifying earlier on today for the guys. Let's stick our head in here. Can we find anyone around? We've got the Optimas and Premium Racing in today. In fact, no, I don't think we've got any drivers looking up for a chat, so we'll move on from that. Very conscious we've got a couple of minutes to go. That's a bit more Fusion. We've had some good talks with them so far this weekend. More drivers running. Let's grab James Roots. James Roots, how was today for you?
Well, the first 2 heats were quite good, but the final was still okay, but not as good. So.
Why wasn't it as good?
Well, I got a penalty and I was quite a bit off the lead, so not that happy about it.
Yeah, never nice to get a penalty. But the race pace has been good, and I'd say for a first round of the season, there's something to build on there. You can be happy with that?
Yep.
Which bit of the circuit do you particularly enjoy as well? It's very grippy, of course, this weekend.
Well, I quite like the under the bridge.
Under the bridge, particularly on the race starts?
Yeah.
And hopes for tomorrow, do you think you can get timed qualifying and go that step further, do you think?
Yep.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for talking to us, James. Let's get Harrison. What is going on in here? There's all sorts going on. Harrison Mackie, another win, mate. Carrying on what we saw last week in Franciacorta. I know it's still very early in the championship, but do you feel in good level of control right now?
Yeah, obviously we came out of this one leading it, so obviously I'm going to try to do that for the rest of it. But obviously we've got to think of Euro Series as well. Obviously that's another one that we've got to think of. But we're here. We've got to just forget about today and move on to tomorrow.
How tough have track conditions been? Because as I say, I know for a lot of the drivers at the start of the weekend, it was almost like there was too much grip. Have you had to dial some of the setup back to keep it under control?
Yeah, there was a lot of grip at the start. It didn't feel right, but then obviously the tracks came back to where it normally is, and we know what to do. The team know what to do when it's like this. So obviously we won in every class, didn't we? So obviously the team must know what they're doing.
Do you find that helps push you on, that the team has pretty much swept the board today, that you've almost got to be one-upping on everybody else in their classes?
Yeah, even if we did struggle today, obviously I'm going to stick with them because I've been with them for a long time. I trust what they can do. I know what they can do. So obviously we're showing all the work that we've put in obviously this year.
Good stuff. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us there, Harrison. Finn, guys, grab Finn as well. Finn, you were late to the podium. What was going on?
Was I late? I don't know.
Yeah, I had to call you on the radio.
I was cleaning my helmet.
Good day for you today, getting a win against Gus Lawrence on his home soil. That must feel pretty good.
Yeah, it was difficult, but I was really quick this week, so another day tomorrow.
And from your perspective, running things, how key is this weekend for later in the year when we're back for World Champs?
Yeah, 100% this is a very key weekend, just to see what the pace is like at PF, but I'm confident here, so if I have a good race tomorrow, I might do the rest.
Good stuff. Thanks for talking to us. We're going to have to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for watching the Paddock Show here on the Saturday night. We're going to get back to the action here as you're watching this on Sunday for round 2 of the IAMI classes for the Wera Tools British Kart Championships.